Good evening and welcome. My name is Nicola, so we're going to be doing a yin gentle flow this evening. Our lovely midweek flows. So we're going to start in Supine Butterfly today. So we're going to come down onto the spine. So slowly roll down, whichever way you want to get there today. And then we're going to bring the feet together. Knees come out wide. Now you can place blocks or books underneath the thighs if you wish. And then bring the shoulders away from the ears. Arms away from the body. Palms facing up and open to receive. Taking a nice long deep breath as you inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Coming into stillness. Letting go of anything you may have brought with you to your mat today. Releasing stress. Releasing tension. And embracing ease. As you go through your practice today, listening to your body, never forcing. Yoga is not a competition. We leave the ego in the other room. Take a nice long deep breath as you inhale through the nose, expanding the chest, and exhale out the mouth. Nice big sigh. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, release into Mother Nature. And a reminder she has everything that you need. Now, as you go through your practice, a reminder to move with grace and ease as you move with breath. Never forcing the body into any positions that the body is not ready to go into. If you feel discomfort any deeper than a 4 to 6 out of 10, please go gentler into the pose. Or if you feel sharp pain, please stop immediately. Allow the body to soften as you come into the relaxation response. Allowing a few moments of silence before we start our practice today. Find your mind wandering into thought throughout your practice. It's coming back to the breath, like calling a small child back from play. Like listening to the breeze as it echoes through the branches and leaves on the trees. Release into stillness, letting go. From here, starting to rock the head from side to side as you start to stretch out the neck, top of the shoulders. And keeping the legs where they are, we're going to reach the left hand up overhead and then reach the right hand down to the thigh or knee as you make that moon shape with the left arm reaching over towards the right. So coming into a supine butterfly legs, but half moon shape with the upper body. Breathe, maybe gaze over towards the left side and just resting here. So you should feel that in the shoulders, the side body, the waist and hips. Breathing. Shoulders are still heavy, grounded to the earth. Letting go. And slowly gaze back up. Slowly unwind as you reach both arms overhead. Stretching out as you reach back. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. And then exhale as you sweep the left hand down to the thigh or the knee. And then slowly walk the shoulders over towards the left as you reach the right arm over towards the left side of the body, gazing over towards the right. And breathe, this time feeling the stretch in the intercostals on that right side, the muscles in between the rib cage, the shoulder, waist and hips. Breathe into the space. Shoulders are heavy. And release, let go. So again, taking the body into a nice half moon shape in the upper body. And just supine butterfly wings in the lower body. Breathe into the space, letting go. And then slowly return your gaze back to center. Sweep both hands down and shimmy shake the shoulders back in line with the torso. Inhale, reach the hands up. And then exhale as you tap the chin and slowly float the hands forwards as if you're reaching for a beach ball. Inhale, raise the hands up and reach back. Exhale, reach the hands forwards, tuck the chin as you engage the core. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, reach back. Inhale. And exhale, last one, we're going to reach forwards. Slowly lower down, open the hands. And bring the hands to the thighs, bring the knees back together. And then we're just going to rock and roll the knees backwards and forwards. Massaging out the lower back, releasing the stretch in the hips. And then just rock from side to side. Giving yourself a nice little self-massage here. Breathe. And raise the left arm overhead. We're going to roll over onto that left side, coming into a fetal position. The right hand in front of the heart. Breathe. And then from here we're going to straighten out the right leg and then the left. We're going to roll over onto our tummy, coming into Sphinx Pose. So Elbows underneath the shoulders, engage the glutes. Shoulders pull back, gazes in between the hands. Now, if having the elbows underneath the shoulders is too deep, maybe walking the elbows just maybe an inch or two forwards from the shoulders. Engage the glutes, in protecting the lower back. And you should start to feel a stretch in the abdomen. And this will help with appetite suppression if you're trying to maintain or control your weight. Slight tuck in the chin, gazes in between the hands and just holding here. Breathe, engage the glutes, protecting the lower back. Feel into the space. Feeling into the sensation in the body. Maybe float the eyes closed. Feeling. Breathing. Letting go. And if you want to go deeper, you can spread the hands out to mat distance apart. Spread the fingers. Press into the hands, curl the fingers, feeling the pads of the fingertips, knuckles of the hands as you straighten out the arms. Eyelets of the elbows face towards each other, shoulders pull back and down, micro bend the elbows so you're not causing too much pressure in the joints. Again, engagement in the glutes, you're going to really feel that in the lower back now. Breathe. And if this is too much, come back to the elbows. We're in seal pose. No, I don't expect you to bark like a seal, so it's okay. Breathe. Now from here, if you're up or if you're down on your elbows, you're going to gaze over the right shoulder, heavy in the hips, engagement in the glutes still. So a little bit of a stretch for the shoulders and the neck. Breathe. Inhale back to center, take a breath here. And then exhale as you gaze over the left shoulder. And breathe. Shoulders are still tucked back and down, eyelets of the elbows still face together. Breathe. Slowly come back to center, elbows come back down. This time we're going to reach the hands back and come down onto the forehead. Shake out the hips, releasing the stretch. And just allowing the body to rock from side to side. Release. I'm coming into another back bend. Press the backs of the hands down against the earth. Inhale as you reach the neck out long. Press into the hands, press into the feet. And slowly engage the glutes and reach back. Neck extends long. So coming into locust pose or half locust. Exhale, come back down. If you want to go deeper, press into the feet. Lift the hands up, this time float up. Breathe. Exhale, release. One more time, if you want to go deeper again, point the toes, big toes together, float the legs off and the arms off this time. Full locust. Breathe. Salambhasana. Exhale, release. Hands come underneath the shoulders this time. Inhale, press up to baby cobra, gazing forward, shoulders pull back. Exhale, release. Either repeating that again or you can come up to full cobra as you straighten out the arms with a micro bend in the elbows. Engaging through the glutes. Exhale, release. Or again, you can press into the feet. Bring the hands back slightly against the rib cage, elbows stay tight, and then press up to upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. First one of the day as we pedal it out, maybe walking the hands further forwards. Now in this pose you don't have to have a perfect triangle shape. You can bend the knees deeply, press into the hands. You can be here. This is down dog. And then just pedal out the feet, maybe gazing under the opposite elbow as you bend the opposite knee, keeping a micro bend in the leg that's straightening, and then pedal out the other way. Slowing it down today. Breathe. Listening to your body. Reminder, there is no competition today. Breathe. Slowly come back down to the knees. Legs, knees come out wide, big toes together, sit bones down to the heels. Child's pose. Now we're going to make it active today. We're going to gaze forwards, cup the fingers to the earth, rounding the fingers so you're not again causing too much pressure in the joints. Gaze forwards, open the heart, shoulders pull back, breathe. Active child's pose. And then press the hands down, walk the hands over towards the right side of the body, resting on the left ear. And breathe. So feeling the stretch in the left side of the body. Press into the right hand so that your left hip comes back towards the heel. Feeling a deeper stretch in the left shoulder, maybe the deltoids, side body, waist, lower back and hips. Breathe there, letting go. And slowly, slowly raise the head, slowly coming out, walk the hands back to center, press into the hands, shoulders pull back, gazes forwards. And exhale as we walk the hands over towards the left side, resting on the right ear. And again, this time pressing into the left hand, pushing that right hip back towards the heel, or right sit bone back towards the heel. Feeling the stretch this time in the right side of the chest, right side of the waist, shoulder, deltoid and hip. Breathe, letting go. So feeling that lovely half moon shape in our twisted child's pose. Breathe. And then slowly, slowly, slowly walk it back. I'm going to come back up through tabletop. Knees underneath the hips, hip distance apart. Shins pressed down, and then walk the hands as far forward as you can. And then either come down to the forehead or the chin. As we come into puppy pose, heart presses down towards the earth. And breathe, Shisho Asana. Feeling that lovely opening in the shoulders, in the chest, thoracic spine, and gentle opening in the hips. Breathing here. And slowly, slowly press into the elbows. Allow the hips to come heavy, coming back through Sphinx Pose. Now from here we're going to do one for sore shoulders. So from here, as if you're going to thread the needle but in Sphinx, we're going to thread the left hand behind the right elbow. And then rest on the left ear and rest heavy on the arm. Reach that right hand forwards. Breathing here. Now you can start on your side if you wish, if you're finding it's a little bit uncomfortable. Listen to your body, you may have to come onto your side. So again, as if you're reaching for something. So reach, reach, reach out that left hand. And then you can either press the right hand in as if you're going to come into a half push-up. And again, if you're not feeling anything, come onto your belly. So you should feel pressure on the deltoid. Reach the right hand up. And then allow yourself to be heavy on your forehead and rest in. Now you should feel quite a deep stretch there, so if you need to come out slightly, listen to your body. And we're just going to do probably 15 rounds of breath, so not too deep because we need to do the other side too. Breathe into the area of tension, taking the breath there, letting go. And in a yin practice, this is where we connect the mind with the body, body with the spirit, and this is where we can find a release from the surface tissue as the fascia takes over, releasing pain and discomfort, letting go into the stillness. Breathe. Slowing down the breath. Feeling into the sensation that's coming up in the body, maybe in the thoracic spine, the back of the shoulders, the deltoid. Breathe into that. Slowly, slowly raise the head, bring the right hand back underneath the shoulder and push back onto your side. Bring the left hand down, roll back into Sphinx, elbows underneath the shoulders. And then again we're going to take the right hand this time behind the left elbow and reach over onto that towards the left side. Again, come onto your side first to make it easier to get into the pose correctly. And then again, reach the right hand away from you as far as you can go, as if you're reaching to grab something. And then slowly bring the left hand as if it's going to sit underneath the shoulder, and then roll over onto your arm so that the pressure of your body is on your arm. So you're going to feel that in the deltoid here. And then reach the left hand out along again. If that's too much, bring the left hand back as if it's going to sit underneath the shoulder. And then resting on your forehead, you can rest on a Rolled up towel, blanket if you wish, if this is uncomfortable, or even a block. Breathe into the discomfort and release, letting go. Breathing into the stillness. So again, feeling out in the thoracic region, the deltoid, the side body. Feel into the sensation, letting go. Slowly, slowly, slowly raise the head, gaze forwards, bringing the left hand back, roll slowly back onto your side, and then bend both knees in, coming into fetal position. Press the left hand down and slowly come up into a nice, easy seated position at the front of your mat. So from here you can either sit on your sits bones, or you can even bring a block underneath your sits bones to sit on a block. So if that feels easier for you, if you don't have a block, maybe sitting on a book. And from here we're just going to grow tall, engaging through the sits bones, shoulders pulled back, stacking the shoulders over the rib cage over the pelvis. Now there was a time in yoga where I could not sit in this position for very long. It was so painful in my upper body. However, having doing yoga for many years now, I actually don't have that pain anymore. However, if this is uncomfortable for you, then organically move in any which way that you need to go. Just listening in. So we're going to reach the arms out wide, palms face up, reach the hands overhead. And then bind the hands together, bringing the hands behind the crease of the neck, the occiput. Elbows stay wide. And then inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round in, tuck the chin. But not dumping weight from the hands into the head. So you can even reach the hands off the head slightly. And just guiding with your lower arms that are the sides of the head here. So you should feel the stretch in the thoracic region, the muscles in between the scapular or shoulder blades. So finding that release, breathe. On the next inhale, we're going to unwind and gaze up. Open the elbows, open the heart. Exhale as you round back in. Again, not dumping weight in the head. Shoulders pull back. Relax the shoulders. Again, feeling the stretch in the trapezius. The muscles in between the shoulder blades. Breathe. Inhale, gaze back up. Exhale, round back in. And then slowly, slowly going to do another one for the shoulders before we go on to hips. So we're going to reach the right hand across the chest. Bring the left hand to the shoulder and sweep down towards the wrist, off the hand, and then do that again. So left hand to the shoulder, come down the deltoid, lower arm to the hand. Last time, and when we sweep down this time, resting at the wrist, shoulders pull back and down, grow tall, tuck in the chin, and breathe. So again, feeling that release along the shoulders, the deltoid. Breathe, taking the breath to the area of sensation. Maybe float the eyes closed. Or rest with your gaze 2 or 3 feet ahead, your choice. And breathe. And release. Repeating on the other side, so sweep the left arm across the chest. Right hand to the shoulder, sweep down. And again. And then last time we're going to bring the right hand to the left wrist, shoulders pull back. Slight tuck in the chin, gaze forwards. Or float the eyes closed. Your choice. Breathe. And release. So coming off the block, if you were on a block, if not, just seated, that's okay too. We're going to swing the right leg around. So we're going to bring the left knee so that it's in line with the left hip. We're going to take the shin to the front edge of the mat. And then engaging through the sit bones as far as you can go, and you don't have to be engaged in both sit bones, it's trying to bring it back. We're going to bring the right shin in line with the other edge of the mat. Flex both feet, or again, if that's too much, then relax the feet if it's too much, because when we flex the feet, we're also helping to open the hips. So grow tall, tuck in the chin. Now you should feel we're doing internal rotation of one hip, external rotation of the other in deer pose. So if you're not really feeling too much, you can also come into a twist. So bring the right hand to the left knee and reach the left hand behind the back, becoming an extension of the spine. Inhale, gaze forward, shoulders pull back. Exhale, twist. So you're going to feel that quite deeply in the thoracic region. So listen to your body. If you can only go to look to the side, no further than your shoulder, then stay there. If you feel a tweak, come back. Breathe. Keeping tall in the spine, inhale, gaze up. Exhale, maybe going a little bit deeper, but listening to your body again. If you feel a tweak, come back slightly, breathe. And then slowly unwind. We're going to bring both hands behind the hips. I'm just going to windshield wiper the legs. Releasing the stretch. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. So coming around, I'm going to bring the right knee in line with the hip. Right shin in line with the front edge of the mat. Left knee and shin in line with the other edge of the mat. Flex both feet. And then try to come back to both sit bones. Now, one side may well be different to the other, and that's normal. Again, try not to force the body. Doesn't help, it actually is the opposite. So again, internal rotation of one hip, external rotation of the other in our lovely deer pose. So we're doing opening of the hips. If you want to go into a twist, bring the left hand to the right knee, right hand reaches behind the back, behind the hip, becoming an extension of the spine, grow tall, and then exhale, twist as you gaze over the right shoulder. Now if looking over that right shoulder gives a tweak in the waist or lower back, then maybe just gaze to the side. Listen to your body to where you feel your body needs to go. You are the master of your body. Breathe. Again, keep tall in the spine before you come into the twist. Breathing here, feel into the sensation, letting go into the pose. Breathe. And then slowly, slowly, slowly unwind. Taking your time. And then slowly windshield wipe the legs on this side. So when you come out of the yin pose, it's normal to feel like a 90-year-old as we hold these poses, which will help flexibility in the body. Breathe. Also releasing pain and discomfort from life experiences. And then from here, we're going to float the legs out long and then open the legs into a straddle. We're going to inhale as we float the hands down to the earth. Press into the hands. We're not going any deeper than this today. Flex the toes towards the hips. Shoulders pull back, gazes forwards, neck in line with the spine. Breathe. And then slowly, slowly float back up. We're going to bring the right heel in towards the left thigh, inner thigh. Flex the toe towards the nose on the left. And then inhale, grow tall. And then we're going to float the left hand down to the knee, the shin, the ankle or the foot, or maybe holding on to the big toe with the two peace fingers. Now your pelvis and sit bones, your sit bones are engaged, pelvis is slightly tucked forwards. I'm going to inhale as you raise the right hand up. You can stay here, listen to your body. You're going to feel this in the lower back, the core, the side body. Or you can reach the hand over, again coming into that half moon shape, maybe to the outside edge of the baby toe, and rest in. So this is twisted head to knee pose, or parts of a Jnana. Breathing here, micro bend the knee, or you can even put a block underneath the knee, listening to your body. Let go. So you're going to feel that in the lower back on the right side of the chest, right side of the waist, the right shoulder. On the left side, you're going to feel that in the hamstring. Breathe into the space. Release in the right knee and right hip. Breathe. Feel into the sensation.
letting go as you go deeper into the pose. Inhale and exhale, taking the breath to the area of tension. Allowing the mind to focus on those cells on the body as the mind tells those cells to release and let go. Breathe it away. Inhale as you return your gaze down to the knee and slowly, slowly, slowly come up. So we're going to release the stretch and we're going to point the toe on the left. We're going to reach the right hand over as far as you can, diagonal with the hip. Press the hand down to the earth. Engage through the right knee. Sweep the left hand up and come into half or baby wild thing as you reach back. And breathe. Pressing the hips up. Breathe. And slowly, slowly come back down. I'm going to swap over legs. So right leg comes out wide like a straddle. As you bring the left heel in towards the inner right thigh. Again, engaging through both sit bones. Allowing a slight tuck in the pelvis so that the pelvis tucks forward slightly. And then from here, grow tall. We're going to reach the right hand down towards the knee, the shin, the ankle, or again, two peace fingers, the big toe. And then as you sweep that left hand back level with the shoulders, again, you can stay here, maybe bringing the elbow down towards the knee. You can put a block underneath the knee if you wish, listening to your body. And then maybe sweeping that left hand over towards the right baby toe or side foot. Breathe. Outside edge of that right foot. Breathe into the space. And again, taking the breath to the area of tension. You're going to feel this in the left side of the lower back. Left side of the chest, left side of the waist, shoulder, and feeling that on the right hamstring. Release in the left knee this time, and hip. Breathe into the space, letting go. So twisted head to knee pose, Pasva Janu Breathe. Again, feeling into the sensation in the body, letting go. As you engage the core, slowly turn the head so you're gazing down towards the knee. Release the hands and slowly, slowly, slowly unwind. Point the toe on the right this time as you sweep the left arm over, pressing the hand down at the diagonal to the hip. As you sweep the right hand up, press into the left knee this time and the heel. And reach back to baby wildling as you raise the hips. Breathe. Reversing the stretch. And slowly, slowly, slowly come back down. So from here I'm going to swing my legs around so you can see me. Feet are pressed down, nice 90-degree angle with the legs. So we're going to do another one to reverse what we just did because we were in that for quite some time. So we're going to come into reverse tabletop and create a little bit of movement with our body now. So hands are 6 inches behind the hips. Keeping a micro bend in the elbows, we're going to tuck the pelvis, engage the glutes, lift the hips up. And then we're going to pulse. So bend the elbows, bring the hips down and back up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come down. Straighten out the legs, flexing the feet. And shimmy shake those soft glutes away from the earth. Hands pressed down. Shoulders pull back. Again, tucking the chin. Shoulders stacked over the rib cage over the pelvis. Now you can stay here and see it's Staff Pose. If you want to go slightly deeper, engage the legs and float the heels off the earth. But keeping tall in the spine, keeping that core engagement, you should feel that in the core. So coming from the base of your rib cage all the way down to your groin area. Breathe. Float the heels back down. Inhale, raise the hands up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, as you float the hands down towards the knees, the shins, the ankles or the feet. Flex the toes. Paschimottanasana or seated forward fold. Neck extends long, not dumping the head. Shoulders pull back. Again, engagement in the glutes to protect the lower back. Now if you wish, you can micro bend the knees or bend the knees deeply, or even place 2 blocks underneath the knees. Or a rolled up towel maybe. Listening to your body, we're not dumping the head. If you're really flexible, maybe your elbows will come down to the earth, maybe not. Breathe. Inhale to a flat back, we bring the hands to the shins or underneath the knees, shoulders pull back. Exhale, release, maybe going a little bit deeper. Now, when we stay in these poses, we're not forcing the body to get more flexible. The body will go there by itself. So when you feel like your body is going deeper, it's because the body is relaxing into the pose. And that's where you get more flexible. When the body relaxes, that's where you find the release. So don't force it, let it happen. Breathe. So this is a full body stretch. The only thing that is relaxed here is the abdomen. And this pose can also help you with sleep if you have trouble with insomnia. Breathing into that. Neck is still extended long, shoulders are back and down. Breathe. So when you're trying to be more flexible, the clue is, or the trick is to stay in the poses longer. That's how you become more flexible. It's not forcing yourself to get there. It's staying there longer. That's when it happens. Breathe into the space. Letting go. As we've been here a little bit longer today, making it a yin pose, longer holds, you may find that your body is doing just that. It's relaxing in. Now if it's relaxed enough to let the head go without receiving pain, maybe allowing the head to float down to the knees or towards the knees, whatever that is for you, and just relax in, let everything go limp and relaxed. Let go, release into the stillness. Slowly, slowly once you raise the head, press into the hands, slowly, slowly coming out. We've been here for quite a long time, so it's important to do this slowly. You can take up to 1.5 minutes to come out of a yin pose. Slowly sweep the hands up, just walking them up inch by inch, remove the blocks. And slowly come back and just shake out the legs. Now from here we're going to come into fish or supported fish. So we're going to bring the fingertips just slightly under the soft glutes, just a little bit. Now if you want, you can set up with blocks behind your spine. So when we do that, I'm just going to turn so you can see me. So I'm going to put the blocks in between my shoulder blades, and then I'm going to press my hand to the top of my shoulder blade. And that's about 1 inch down from the very top. And that's where the top of the block should be. So I normally just hold on to my block in the position and just roll down onto my block and just rest there. Or you can just simply come into fish by bringing the hands down, come down to the elbows, tight to the rib cage, and then open the heart. Allow the head to come back if you don't have any neck or shoulder issues, if you don't have blocks. Or you can bring the second block behind your head and then bring your arms out to the sides, either in cactus or to a T. Now if cactus is too much, then allow the elbows to come in towards the rib cage, wherever it feels right for you and your body. And a reminder that one day is normally different to the other. Now when you come into fish, and now for me sometimes I feel tweaks behind the rib cage. So when that happens, maybe just shake out the body to release that tweak, where the muscles just holding on slightly. It can just help to just loosen anything that's just trying to hold on. And then relax. So wherever you feel that your arms need to go, just feel into where you feel your body needs to be right now. Big toes are together. Relaxing into fish pose. Now fish pose is extremely important in yoga. It's really good for the throat chakra and your third eye and your heart. Because when we get this opening in the throat, now to go into full fish, ideally your head would be on the earth and your gaze would be back. So you feel that opening in the throat here, the Vishuddha, and you also feel that opening in the chest because we're arching the spine back. Now, fish poses in ancient philosophy is meant to be the mother of all diseases. So what that means is if we practice this enough, it if we do this probably every day, then the body actually cannot become ill. That's what it says. So I particularly like this pose, just simply because I do personally have issues with my throat, with my thyroid, so I really love the opening in the throat and the heart here. Breathe into the space and just let yourself go. Either staying on the block or feeling into what your body needs. Breathe. Feeling that lovely opening in the chest. As you start to release, relax, and let go. Coming into stillness. Slowly engage the core, tuck the chin, bringing the hands behind the soft glutes. Bring the elbows behind the rib cage as you come up onto the elbows. And then slowly press back up, release the blocks to the side. We no longer need our blocks. And then to finish up our practice today, we're going to come into a sleeping twist pose. So flex the feet, reach the hands out, slowly come back down onto the spine. We're going to hug the right knee in towards the chest, allow the head to become heavy, shoulders away from the ears as you bring the knee in towards the chest, flexing both feet. So starting in wind relieving pose. And then from here we're going to reach the arm out to cactus, gaze towards the right elbow as we float that left knee over towards right knee over towards the left side. Shoulders stay grounded to the earth is more important than bringing the knee down. So feeling the twist in the side body, chest, waist, IT band, glutes and hip. Breathe. And then slowly come back. Hug both knees in towards the chest, rock backwards and forwards or side to side. And then straighten out the right leg, flex both feet, shoulders stay back and down again, starting in wind relieving pose. And then float the left arm out to cactus or straight like a T. And then right hand to the outside of the left knee as you gaze over towards that left elbow and float the left knee over towards the right side. Again, shoulders stay grounded to the earth. And breathe. And then slowly come back. Hug both the knees in towards the chest. I'm going to raise the right arm overhead, rolling over onto the right side of the body.
Resting here for a few breaths. And then slowly, when you're ready, straighten out the left leg, press into the hands and come back up to seated position. So today we're going to finish in Cobbler Pose. So feet together and allow the heels to come in towards the midline. Knees come out to the sides, linking the hands together and taking the hands an inch back from the baby toe. Again, grow tall. So coming into internal reflection, tucking the chin, shoulders pulled back and down, shoulders tucked. Stacked over the rib cage over the pelvis. As we settle into stillness, maybe float the eyes closed or rest with your gaze 2 or 3 feet ahead. Breathe. Settling in. Letting go. This is great for a meditative practice. Slowing down the breath. Feeling grateful for our practice today. Feeling grateful for the shared energy in the class, wherever you are in the world. Feeling grateful for Grandfather Sky and Mother Earth as she supports you, rooting down to her energy. Being grateful for the sun and the moon, the wind and the rain. Just feeling into that. Feeling into the space and the air that's surrounding your whole being. Breathe, let it go. Feeling into the hips, the area of emotion. And just coming into a few moments of silence to seal off your practice. Slowly coming back to a nice, easy seated position, whatever that is for you, either heels towards the midline, or nice, easy cross-legged position, or legs out long, whatever works for you and your body. We're going to inhale as you raise the arms out wide, palms facing up, as you slowly bring the palms together. And exhale down to heart center, Anahata chakra. Coming into Anjali Mudra, pressing the hands together and just feeling the energy you have created in the palms of your hands. Press the hands together. Grow tall, tucking the chin. Engage through the sit bones. Shoulders are back and down. Reaching the crown up to Grandfather Sky, feeling his energy. I honour the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honour the place in you which is of love, of truth, of light, and of peace. When you are in that place in you, I am in that place in me. We are one. Namaste. Thank you everyone for sharing in our practice today. I hope you enjoyed this live class today. Please let me know how it went, and I will see you again this same time next week. Please